Peter, does this mean a snap lockdown, that dreaded word, has been averted?
Well, I think so at this point it does, Tom. It looks increasingly like we have avoided that dreaded word. The Premier has said, though, that this is a day-to-day, hour-to-hour situation, monitoring what's going on. She's basically saying that a Delta infection, some sort of escalation, is at some point inevitable. And we learned today that nine truck drivers had been able to get through that hard Queensland border who had been infectious. And, of course, they are now isolating, some at home, some in hotel quarantine. But the real emphasis today from the Premier was around vaccinations. And she referred, of course, to the fact that you can now get vaccinated at the footy.
And we also had that trial of the pop-up clinic for the NRL at Rocky. We had 129 people who got vaccinated and 492 at their normal vaccination centre. So that's wonderful to hear. I can also announce that we'll do it again in Mackay this weekend. So we've got some footy happening up there, and there'll be pop-up vaccination clinics there as well.
So, Tom, there you go. A big weekend coming up in Mackay with two NRL semi-finals, which is great news for those in North Queensland. But you can also get vaccinated at the same time. So just how long Fortress Queensland is able to stave off this highly infectious strain of coronavirus, well, who knows? But at the moment, things are looking reasonably good.
Yeah, but I guess you want to stave off the possibility of, any sort of snap lockdown and all that damage that it can do. Meanwhile, other policy debate. We hope to talk about this more in the next few months, don't we? Non-COVID things. This is the highly emotive voluntary assisted dying law. It's going to be debated from tomorrow in Parliament. What are we expecting there?
Well, this is a conscience vote for every state MP in Queensland. So whether you're a Labor politician, a Liberal politician, a National Party politician, or whether you're from the Katter Party or One Nation, you are given a conscience vote, which means that you can vote whichever way you want. It's, colloquially termed the euthanasia debate. Look, Tom, I think it will get through. It kicks off tomorrow. But there is a very strong push for certain amendments to make it a lot more stringent, to make the moral and ethical checks a lot more stringent. And in fact, 19 former AMAQ presidents in Queensland have come out today with a letter saying that it needs to be much tougher to ensure that certain people are not taken advantage of. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not those amendments get through.
Will be unicameral, of course, which makes it a bit simpler. Peter, thank you.